better get some more. Oh, the big weight does come to play every now and then, especially flipping that timber. Gosh dang, he's got her. Oh man, that is a solid one right there. As far as when I'm punching, this is something I do that I've talked to some guys about. It's not something that seems like it's been very ordinary, I guess, for guys. Because a lot of times whenever you go through and snell knot, a lot of people just snell it right below the eyelet to where your knot comes right here. What I do is I actually come, and whenever my knot is tied, it's actually plumb down below the plastic bait keeper on the hook. So when I feel like that, I get a lot better flip up of my hook, because that snail, when it does it, whenever you set the hook, it really flips that hook up, and I get a lot better hook ratio, because I've tried it right below the eyelet, and it seems like I was in that 65 to 70%. With this setup, I feel like I'm in 80 to 90% hookup ratio and getting those fish out of that heavy cover. Fishing timber is, to me, just like fishing a grass line. You're always looking for something different. You can see we have all this pole timber standing straight up and down, and all of a sudden we have a lay down here. Especially in the summertime, those fish will get right beside those lay downs and get right under them, get in that shade, get protected. It also gives them an ambush point. But when they have that horizontal cover, that fish can go up and down a lot easier and just stay in that shade line throughout the daytime. We talk about everything is very crucial on your setup. But when it comes to punching or flipping a big weight like this, a punch rig, having the right rod makes a big, big difference. In the past, the bait, I've had rods that weren't set up for that. I would throw like a 7.3 or 7.4, and it would just wear you out because you're having to really have to work your rod to get that bait to move where you need to. Because you're looking at 3/4 up to 1.25 ounces, and I use the Expert. It's a Tennessee ledge. It's actually an 8-foot rod, so quite a bit longer. This rod can handle those bigger baits. Obviously it's going to be a little bit heavier of a rod, but it's not much heavier. It's got the right tip, and once you get down about 1/3 of the way, this rod really loads up heavy. And like that fish there, when I hit him, he was stuck. There was no question about he was coming out of that cover, no big deal to get him out. But I'm always, when I'm doing a punch rig, I'm flipping braid. I'm throwing 60-pound test, sunline, high-speed reel, but that's the main setup. This rod here, the Expert line in Falcon has got, to me, one of the best parabolic bends in any rod system there is out there. Loading up, especially when you're flipping, stuff like that, and pinning those fish, this rod here really does a good job of that for me.